I'm excited for this next fight, Todd.
Oh, here we go. That's right.
We have a 6-round middleweight fight between Anthony Hines and Rico DePaolis. Anthony Hines, he is going down as one of the most requested guys in New England.
Everybody wants to fight Anthony. What is up with that?
I don't know. Listen, I haven't had too much interactions with Anthony. He seems like a nice guy. I do follow him on social media. He's got a nice little following. He seems like a nice enough guy. He is, confident. Some might call that cocky. I just call that confidence. And I think fighters, to a certain extent, you need an ego, right? I mean, look what we're doing. The guys are, guys going up there half naked, fighting in front of thousands of people. You need to have an ego. And Anthony Hines definitely has that, but for the right reasons. And he's going up against a very tough Rico DePaolis, another charge from Nolan Brothers Boxing. This is a great fight. Interesting fight. Anthony Hines has 10 more professional boxing matches than Rico does. So, I mean, heavily favored in the experience department is Anthony Hines. But Rico DePaolis, he's been in there with some tough guys. He's had his losses. He's had draws. He's had close fights. He's lost in his pro debut. He's come back to get W's. He knows what it takes to, get in there and get it done. And he's a gritty fighter. And I think we're going to see a great fight tonight between these guys.
I've seen Rico has improved. I've seen his last couple of fights. He's improving, which he's not the same that he was. In the amateurs, Rico was probably one of the most entertaining fighters that I've ever seen in the amateurs.
Yep.
He was so relaxed. He would talk to his corner during the fight. He was so entertaining to watch. He carries over into the pros a very professional attitude and that ability to adapt and overcome adversity. So at the press conference, he was talking about why Anthony and why now? And Rico's just, Rico wants the tough fights. He doesn't want to pad a record. He doesn't want a easy fight to help his ego. He wants to fight the best.
Yeah, I mean, in his pro debut, he fought Scott Bombs Lampert, who was, went down in New England as one of the biggest punchers. And, he came up short that fight, but, he came back from there, won four big fights. He's had some amazing fights. I've actually cornered against Rico with my fighter, Stephen Langlis, and my former fighter, Stephen Langlis. And that was a great fight, very entertaining fight. And, again, another tough local fight. That's what Rico wants. He wants tough local fights. They asked him, like you said, why Anthony? Why now? Are you the favorite? And he said, why would I be the favorite? He's got 14 fights. I only got 4. I don't think I'm the favorite. I don't ever look at myself as the favorite. I'm just coming in here looking to put on a good performance, looking to put on a good show. There was virtually really no back talk, no, backlash between the fighters. They were pretty respectful to each other, which you always like to see. But both guys are very confident they are going to win this fight.
Yeah, these guys both, they have a lot of respect for each other. There's no animosity, no bad talk. So you've cornered against Rico before. All right, here they come.
Coming out first, we got Rico DePaolis from Watertown, Mass.
Yeah, Rico looks
4-3-1. 3 of those wins coming by big knockouts. Rico always comes out to the song. This is an awesome walkout song. Gets the crowd involved. So Rico, interestingly enough, is coming off a draw in his last fight. And the fight that he was favored in against Fuguan. Most of the people, including Utah, believe he won that fight. I believe he won that fight.
Yeah. Oh, my God, yeah. That fight, there's no question. I don't know what the judges were watching.
Rico's one of those guys. He's sharp, he's gritty. And one thing I noticed from being in the corner against him is anytime he's hit, he returns fire right away. He's right there.
Yeah, he looks ready to go.
He looks very trim tonight.
He looks thin, ready to go. Wiry. The man everybody wants to fight, Anthony Hines.
And coming out to the classic Sweet Caroline.
Well, he and his wife were wearing these matching Red Sox Hines jerseys, and I think his wife's name is Caroline. So they have on her shoulder, it says Sweet Caroline. And this is obviously the
Great
Red
play on
Sox
words.
song.
Yeah, great play on the night.
Anthony was funny at the press conference. He goes, I don't know why everybody wants to fight me. Maybe it's because I'm so good looking.
Anthony is one of those guys. He's a polarizing figure. He is entertaining. Sometimes he'll come out with the colored dreads. He likes to put on a show. And that's what boxing's all about, especially professional boxing. It's man-to-man combat, but it's also entertainment at the same time. And Anthony Hines provides that. He's an ABF champion. Like we said, he's coming in here with a lot of professional experience, more than Rico. And he's coming off a tough loss for the Mass State Middleweight Championship to Julian Baptiste. It was a good fight. Anthony claims he got low-blowed a lot in that fight, and that's what kind of led to his demise. At the end of the day, it was a great professional fight. He looked good in it. He stood in there tough as he could. And again, coming off a loss, could take a soft touch. But what does he say? Nope, I want to take on a young, energetic, in his prime fighter in Rico DePaolis. Both these guys know they're in for a fight tonight.
Yeah, this is another one of those incredibly exciting fights.
Yeah, and Anthony Hines also as an amateur fought some really good fighters. He has a win over Popeye Rivera.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next bout is scheduled for 6 rounds in the middleweight division. This bout is proudly sponsored by Paylo's Landscaping and Pino Brothers Inc. Your referee in the action once again, Marcel Varela. And now introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner to my left, wearing white, silver, and gold, and weighing in, trim and ready, 159 pounds. His professional record, 4 victories, 3 defeats, 1 draw, with 3 big wins by way of knockout. A former Mass State 168-pound title challenger, and coming to us from nearby Watertown, Massachusetts, please welcome Rico.
Rico looks incredibly focused, almost angry, and just wants to get this started.
It's ready to go.
Boxing out of the red corner to my right, wearing blue trunks, and weighing in, trim and ready, 158 pounds. His impressive record, 14 victories, 3 defeats, with 9 big wins by way of knockout. A former Massachusetts State middleweight title challenger, coming to us from nearby Dorchester, Massachusetts. Please welcome Anthony
So, I'm going to correct myself real quick. Anthony Hines does not hold the victory over Richard Popeye Rivera in the amateurs. He does hold he has a loss to him in the amateurs, but nonetheless, fought Richard Rivera in the amateurs, fought guys like Joe Farina and Greg Vendetti in the amateurs, so has a wealth of experience. But interestingly enough, Todd, I don't know if you saw that, as Anthony Hines walked up for his introduction, shoulder bumped Rico DePaolis.
I did see that.
In the corner. And
I
Rico
did see
kind of
that.
went at him. And I think Mark Nolan said, hey, man, you're about to fight him in 5 seconds.
Yeah, I
Just
did
let
see.
it be.
Yeah, that's yeah. Let
But,
it be.
hey,
That's funny.
Anthony Hines wonders why everybody wants to fight him in New
That's
England.
really
Maybe that's
funny.
why.
That's
Hey,
really
like I
funny.
said, I'm here for it. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Rico, the taller fighter, got to stick that jab.
Big right hand out the gate from Anthony Hines.
Rico in with a 3-2.
Nice right hand return by Rico DePaolis.
Rico's got to work that jab.
Both guys trading big right hands right out the gate.
He's the longer fighter. He's the taller fighter.
That's one thing I noticed about Rico. Even though he is the taller, longer fighter, he loves fighting on the inside. He plays with that high guard. He gets really close to his opponents, and he tries to bang away those short right hooks. And sometimes he has great success, but sometimes, gets him a little caught up.
It seems Anthony likes the position of being right in front of his opponent and just throwing some punches. Not a lot
See
of.
Rico DePaolis smiling at Anthony Hines right now. I mean, Floyd Mayweather, used to do that a lot, but what does that kind of tell? You're smiling.
Right.
It's kind of telling the judges, hey, you got me. He got me. I'm not a huge fan of that. Little right hand there from Hines to the body, and DePaolis seems to wipe it off the elbow. Hines having a lot of success with his jab right now, though. He's landing it at will.
Hines having a lot of success with the jab and a lot of success of just being active with the lead hand. The jab doesn't always have to hit hard and land. It just has to keep busy. And when the jab is busy, then you're in control. So Hines coming in with all the control so far. Rico with some nice movement.
They're talking to each other in there, That's always fun to see.
I like that. I do like
Hines
that.
threw a little overhand right. Rico caught it on the shoulder. Hines said, nice work.
That's funny. I know Rico is a talker.
A little body shot by Rico.
Rico
Hines
likes
comes
to
back
talk.
to the left hook upstairs.
Nice
combination by Rico. Good double jab right hand up the pipe by Hines. This is a close round, Todd.
It's a very close round. It's the second half. This is where it's close. Hines did the better work in the opening. But Rico's making an excellent showing for himself at the end of the
right
round.
Hand over the top by Hines. This is another 6-round fight. This fight to me has distance written all over it.
Yeah.
Both guys taking a nice measured pace.
And then you can see Anthony busy. When you're busy with that jab, the other guy has to reset or has to work off of your jab. And Hines is doing a really good job of using that jab. Big punches at the end of this for Rico.
Very entertaining round one.
Really good round. I give that round, I got to give it to Hines. I thought he did, especially in the earlier part, he got more work in. But Rico made a fantastic showing for himself.
One of those rounds, I wouldn't be surprised if a judge gave it to Rico.
That's the thing. With the judges, I would not be surprised because Rico, you could call that stealing the round at the end.
Exactly.
Because Rico did more work at the end of that round, got in more punches, and looked more impressive.
Yeah, I would say Hines controlled the better part of the first round, and Rico made a nice little comeback in the later half. But I'm going to agree with you there. I'm going to say Hines took the round just based off ring control in general.
You can see in between rounds, Hines chooses to stand in between.
What's your take on that, Todd, with guys standing in between rounds?
I have two minds of it. I think it's honestly, I think it's cool. I think when guys, I think it sends a message, and I think it's cool.
And sometimes with guys, when they sit down, I've heard my fighters say it to me before, feels like it shocks their legs. You know what I mean? It kind of gives them that little bit too much relaxation in between rounds.
I've heard that too. But I know
you're up for 3 minutes. You're bouncing on your toes, you're bouncing on your feet.
I like my guys to sit.
Yeah. All different ways of looking at it. Give them that rest, take advantage of that full minute. Sometimes guys listening better in the corner when they're sitting down. But like we said, fighters aren't cookie cutter, right? Everybody's different. Anthony Hines calling about back of the head. Rico kind of saying some BS. Like we talked about earlier, Todd, the build-up to the fight, both guys were confident they were going to win, but not too much trash talk. I think a little bit of that's coming out now.
I think you're right. I think that there's a little,
You know what? Fair play to them.
Yeah, I agree.
This is where you should be gangsters.
This is where the talking should happen. You're not only talking with your fist, but 100%.
This is where it needs to come out. So credit to these two guys slugging it out here.
This is a
slugging
out
fight
round.
So far. This is everything the Nolan brothers hoped it would be. Everything the crowd hoped it would be. These two guys are not disappointing. They have similar styles, Todd.
Yeah, they really do.
See, Rico did that at the latter half of the last round, and he's doing a really good job with it. He jumps in with that right hand, kind of doubles, triples it up, and falls into Hines a little bit, but he's having success with it. Hines is having a hard time getting out of the way of it.
Yeah, Hines is having a much harder time dealing with Rico in this round.
Yeah, Rico's having a really, really high punch output.
I'm wondering if Rico's got some power that Hines didn't anticipate.
I wouldn't be surprised. He's a strong athlete. I believe Rico was a college basketball player, right?
Yes. Nice post on the head. I like that. Rico with a strong right hand.
Both these guys are dogs. Going at it. Standing in the center of the ring, trading leather. Great stuff. Big right hand by Hines. Rico smiles at it. Little shoulder roll there by
Still smiling
Rico.
at him. Now Rico's answering back.
I like what Rico's doing there, though. Touch, 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 and
Yep.
kind of ripping afterwards.
Nice.
There it is again, that big right hand. They kind of leans with the shoulder afterwards by DePaolis. Rico putting some really nice combinations
Rico
together.
is really, it's always, Anthony's got some good combinations as well, or at least throwing the combinations.
They're almost, it's an odd fight. They're almost kind of mirroring each other.
Yeah. And not in the I go, you go kind of way. It's like, it's whenever I'm going to hit you, I'm going to hit you.
Exactly. Rico doing a little bit better, Todd, and tell me if you agree. Going to the body.
Yes.
As I say that, Anthony Hines goes to the body.
Nice hook. Jump, nice
Another
leaping
good
hook.
body shot by Rico. Rico's here to fight.
Yeah.
He's taking that jab right on the
He
teeth.
took that jab right on the teeth,
Right
exactly.
on the teeth. I mean,
Yep.
we got the best seat in the house. Rico's taking that, and he's asking for more. These guys are ready to go for it.
Oh, nice hook, Rico. This is a fight.
Just a great, great fight so far through 2
Yeah.
rounds. I'm going to have to give that second round to Rico. I think
Yeah,
that's a Rico
you know
round.
what? Yeah. I'm going to give it to Rico as well.
Yeah, I think that's a Rico DePaolis round.
Actually, I'm going to say Rico took that round. That was
He's just a busier guy. But, I mean,
and now
that being said,
Hines is sitting.
both guys are busy.
That's the problem with standing one round in a corner and then sitting. Sends a message.
Now you're exactly. Very good point. Now you're letting your opponent know, hey, I'm starting
Yeah.
to feel it.
Yeah, I need to sit down. Whereas before you're like, nah, I don't need to sit down. You're nothing to me.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, in the psychological aspect of boxing, if you're going to stand in between rounds, you should try to do it, consistently through the fight.
Right.
But, at the end of the day, a lot of that psychological stuff goes out the window. We're here to fight.
Yeah. Rico wants this fight. Like, he's fighting. Hines is fighting well and like a professional and a dog. Rico is fighting like he wants the win.
Like you said earlier, Rico's fighting a little bit more angry. A
Yeah.
little bit more angry.
Like, there's a hunger in what Rico's doing that I haven't seen. And it's nice. It looks good on him. Big shot. Rico switching up to southpaw for a moment.
Yeah, Rico will do that from time to time. Like I said, he jumps in with that right hand sometimes, and once he jumps in with it, he'll kind of stay there and paw it out there a few times. It's a little tricky, he does, but it's effective.
I'm a fan of that. I like that.
Yeah,
I like
it's
when fighters-
unorthodox, but it's effective.
Yeah. Anything unorthodox, I'm a fan of. Nice ripping
Big right hand.
combination.
You saw the
Ripping
sweat fly off
combination
Hines'
from
head there.
Rico.
Another good right hand by Rico.
He gets in trouble a little bit sometimes when he brings his head down. He'll try to, I don't know if he's trying to roll under something, but he gets himself in a little bit of trouble.
New little pattern I'm picking up now, Todd, is Rico seems to be pushing Hines back.
Yeah.
Good roll there by Rico.
Hines is impressive. He moves well.
Rico's looking a little suave.
He
tonight.
throws good punches. It's just, again, Rico just, there's an
Missed opportunity for a nickname.
intangible going on with Rico with this.
Yeah, I see what you mean, Todd. You can almost feel the fight
Yeah,
for Rico.
you could
can
feel-
almost feel how much it means to him.
Yeah.
Where Hines almost kind of looks like he's in there going through the paces,
Yeah.
doing
But
his job, fighting hard.
he's fighting hard. That's the thing. Hines is fighting hard. He's doing a good job.
But Rico
And
just looks like
Rico's just,
wants
there's
to hurt
something,
somebody.
there's something there, yeah. Oh, nice combinations
nice
by
6-2
Rico.
uppercut to a right hand by Rico DePaolis. Again, touches with that right hand.
I love
goes to
that.
the left
Those
hook.
little light touches right into an explosion. Nice
Big
right hand.
hook by Rico. Another big right hook by Rico. Starting to see some swelling there on the side of on the right side.
And you're starting
to
see Hines slow down a bit.
There might be a cut opening up on Hines' right cheekbone. A little too early to tell, but definitely some swelling.
I see it. Yeah. I see it.
Yeah, a little small cut got opened on the cheekbone of Hines. Hines has that really bony structure. Easy to sustain some cuts.
Nice finish.
That's a big Rico DePaolis round.
Again, yeah. I give that to Rico.
And something you saw from Rico that you haven't seen in his last few fights. He's dropping his hands a little bit, flicking the jab. He looked really comfortable at the end of that last round.
Like Rico is doing things tonight I haven't seen him do before. And Rico's doing things in a way that I haven't seen him do before.
Yeah, instant replay there just showed that touch with the straight right hand and then whip that left hook over the top. Some really beautiful stuff from Rico DePaolis. Yeah, we got a small cut over there on the cheek of Anthony Hines. You got Martin Grealish working on it right away. Notable mention in the corner of Anthony Hines, Coach Fire, Grealish Boxing Club, and Martin Grealish himself.
So now to work that cut, Rico needs to throw more jabs and more left hands.
Definitely.
Now Rico's singing to the music.
Yeah, Rico's feeling himself tonight. It's starting to come out in his performance.
Now he's working that jab. He's working that left hand. He's going after that cut.
One thing that's for sure, both these guys in shape.
Yeah.
The style of this fight, this is not easy to keep up with, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a rough pace.
And we got 6 rounds, Tom.
I mean, we're
over the halfway mark, but we're about to head into the championship rounds.
And he's talking. Rico's talking to him.
Rico kind of looks like he's saying, "Come on, baby."
Oh, nice right hand, Rico.
Another good straight right hand from Rico DePaolis. I'm going to say right here, Todd, might be the best I've ever seen Rico DePaolis look.
I agree.
Against the level of opponent right now, he's got a guy in front of him with 14 professional wins.
Yeah. For Rico to be this way against this opponent is just incredible.
Hines, has an Atlantic title. He fought for the state title. He's been in there with tough guys. I mean, Rico is 4-3.
Yeah.
He's only got 4 wins, and he's looking great tonight. He's looking like a seasoned vet against a seasoned vet. Another good shoulder roll by Rico. Gets caught there by the left hook by Hines. Good left hook by Hines.
Nice uppercut. Working the uppercut, then the hook to the body. It's when he gets his head into by Anthony's stomach. That one's when he slips off to the side. He comes into the center. So that's something he's got to, if he can look back on, see how to sort of correct that.
Rico's getting a little bit of trouble there. He's trying to bend over at the hips, use that shoulder roll. And Hines' experience is showing through a little bit. He's landing that big left hook when he does that.
Good tie up. Now this is where Hines has an opportunity here. I see Rico starting to slow down and take deeper breaths.
Yep.
So this is where Hines needs to step it up. This is an opportunity. This is a moment. But
a lot of guys say, a lot of local pros. I know Ray Oliveira said it before. You don't know you can go 6 rounds until you go 6 rounds. You don't know you can go 8 rounds until you go 8 rounds,
And now Rico's back. So Hines, I think there was a window.
Yeah, we know Hines has been here before.
Yeah, there was a window. I think Hines missed an opportunity. Nice shots by Rico. Physical. Body language shows me.
Another big round. Who do you give that round to? That might have been a Hines round at the end.
The fight's not going Hines' way. You know, I could see as he headed back to the corner, he had the look and the attitude of it's just not going his way.
Yeah.
DePaolis is doing some amazing, surprising work tonight.
Yeah, this is definitely the best I've ever seen Rico DePaolis look. Both of these guys have gone 6 rounds before. You know, we're heading into the 5th round. In a 6-round fight, these are essentially the championship rounds. And this is where the fight could be won or lost.
It's a great fight.
We know Rico is very bitter after that draw to Fuguan.
Yeah.
He does not want to repeat that tonight.
No.
He wants to make a statement. And we know Hines coming off the loss to Julian Baptiste, you know, in a little bit of a high-profile local fight. You know, he wants to make a statement as well. So
right.
Both guys are fighting, you know, with something to prove, and, you know, they're showing that tonight. Big right hand by Hines over the top.
You know, again, Rico pressing the action and walking Hines back. But then Hines comes forward. I mean, it's just they're I can't say they're mirror images of each other, but they're both just coming forward.
Yeah, definitely a similarity in styles and, you know, their approach to the game.
Yeah.
I would say Rico's just a tiny bit faster, but you can see the experience, you know, oozes out of Hines a little bit there. He puts himself in decent positions.
Now, Hines is starting to fall into punches.
Yeah, looks like he's looking a little weathered in there.
Yeah,
now.
he's looking a little weathered.
Rico definitely much sharper at this stage.
You know, you can see Hines' punches are starting to lose a little bit of their steam.
What Rico's doing well, too, is he's doing well defensively as well. Like, you know, he's catching a lot of these punches off the guard.
Nice, beautiful footwork and angle change.
Yeah, Rico's doing a good job. Catching punches off the gloves, catching them off the
Body
elbows,
shot.
Punching off it.
Back of the head. I love those pushes. Hines with some nice work here. Nice right hands. Beautiful body shot by Rico.
Nice little right hand there by Hines. Another right hand by Hines.
And the thing with Hines, he's always dangerous. He's just dangerous the whole time.
And that's that experience, you know what I mean? He's always there. He's always returning fire. And I think that's where the similarity in their styles come. They're both always. I said it before before the fight started. Rico is always there to return fire.
Yeah.
And Hines is the same thing.
Yeah.
Wow, what a round! This is a great local fight.
This is a great fight.
This is everything we hoped it would be. Awesome. That's such a hard round to score, man.
I was just thinking that.
That is such a hard
I
round
have
to
no
score.
idea.
I think we're just not going to score that
Yeah,
round.
you know, that's good. Yeah, I'll take you up on that.
I don't want either of these guys coming after me after the fight. We're going to let the professionals do that one.
I mean, an incredible fight. Both fighters are just doing an incredible job. You know, Hines he's just super professional. He's got great movement, and he's just dangerous. There's just a sense of danger.
Yeah.
And DePaolis is just, again, showing us things we haven't seen from him before.
No matter how you see
and
this
it's his
fight
best
going,
fight.
no matter how you see this fight going, Anthony Hines is still very much in the fight, as well as Rico DePaolis. I hate to say it, but this fight smells like a draw.
Ay, don't say that. It can't be. I mean, I hear you, but
Yeah.
Rico does
it's
not
just one of
need
those
that.
fights that just has the makings of it.
I
It's-
get that.
I can smell it from a mile away. The tight rounds, the round for round. Referee Marcel Varela talking to Anthony Hines right now. I'm not sure if there was a headbutt.
It looked like he was pointing to his eyebrow.
Yeah, doctor's going to come in now. Rico's aggravated. You can tell he's visibly aggravated at it. Yeah, Rico just kind of looked at us in the corner at at our table and told us it was a headbutt. Doctor said he's good. Ref's telling him to watch the elbows. It's tight when they're fighting in a phone booth.
Yeah. I said, and right back to it. They
Both
both
guys
just
right
got
back to
slugging
it.
away, right back to it.
Trading away. Anthony going with that 1-2-1, that jab, cross, jab again. He's had a lot of success with it tonight. It's probably been his best
Yeah,
combination.
Anthony is just, I just keep going back to the word, he's just so professional. He's just,
it's just that experience, you know. It just, it seeps through him. He's been here, done that. He's been on this local circuit. But credit to Rico for a guy, with only 7 fights.
I got to say, I am
or 8 fights rather.
blown away by
great
Rico tonight. Blown
Nice
away.
little shoulder roll, pull counter there by Rico. Rico pushing him back again.
I got to say, I think so far Rico's winning the fight.
If I had to lean towards one fighter, I probably would have to agree with you. But I mean, these rounds are just so close.
They're so close. I mean, look at,
Big right hook over the top by Rico, but then Hines answers.
Yeah, yeah. Nice uppercut by Rico again. Nice right hook. Nice uppercut by Hines.
Rico with a little shoulder action there. Bumps, makes some room. Both of these guys are in the 6th round of this fight, trading, just like they were in the first round, Todd.
Yeah.
Big overhand right by Rico DePaolis. The energy in here is ridiculous.
The intensity
Both guys
is the same.
trading to the head and the body. This is just an unbelievable fight. 2 warriors in the center of the ring, trading. The Chants of Rico are just packing up Fenway. Ten seconds left in the 6th and final round. And both guys swinging for the fences. Wow.
Wow, just wow.
Wow. That's all I can say about that fight. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Amazing fight. Amazing fight.
Both of
Jeez.
those guys earned each other's respect tonight.
Yeah.
Wow.
I do think that.
I would hate to be a judge for this fight.
Oh, me too. That's and again, all the rounds were incredibly difficult to score. I think Hines ended that round. Well, but I think throughout, I give the fight to Rico. I think DePaolis did.
Yeah, at the end of the day, both these guys are winners right now.
Yeah.
Both of their stocks go up from this fight.
If Hines gets his hands raised, I'm not mad at that. I get that.
It's one of those fights, no matter who wins, you really can't be mad. They both fought so well. It was such a tight fight. The rounds were so close.
So close. But I got to say, for Rico, when you
I would
watch
say
this
Rico
back,
has the slight edge.
Rico, when you watch this back, I think you won this fight. And I think you did a performance like I've never seen you do before. And
Agreed.
it was a great
I
fight.
definitely agree with you there, Todd. This is the best performance I've seen
I mean,
from Rico DePaolis.
it was
in his whole
incredible.
career.
Absolutely incredible. He's
I haven't
a
seen much
different
footage
fighter.
on Anthony Hines, but I mean, this was also amazing performance from him as well. Both these guys should be very proud.
I'm trying to get a read on the Nolans to see what they think. Usually you can tell the corner they'll be smiling or like,
I think you
got
can
this.
see in both of the corners, both sides, everybody's a little tense.
No one looks confident.
Yeah, everybody's a little tense. They know this fight can go
Rightly
either way.
so. Rightly so. I'm watching Matt right now. Just then Nolan's head over to the other corner. Congratulate the other coaches.
Rico raises the hand of Anthony Hines.
Good
They
sportsmanship.
embrace
That
each other.
right there.
That's always good to see. That's always
That's
good to see.
always great
Nothing
to
but respect
see.
from these two guys.
Wow.
This is going to be an interesting decision.
It's going to be super interesting. This is one of those I'd like to see. It's better if you jinxed it and it's a draw.
Yeah. We need 8 rounds.
But you know what?
Rounds.
I want to see it again.
8 rounds for the rematch.
I want to see it again. I want to see what adjustments are made, and I want to see it again. I want another one. So Matt, Aaron and I want to see this again.
I think everybody does.
Oh, it's the waiting.
Amazing fight. Amazing fight.
It's always tricky when you wait for the decision.
I hate to say it, Todd. I hate to say it, Todd.
You jinxed it.
I got 7 pros.
Bernardo.
I trained Alfred Raymond. He's got 5 draws.
Damn it.
I know a draw when it's coming, and I can smell it.
I hurt. Right now, I'm hurting. I hurt.
I can smell it, my man. But you know what? This is the kind of fight, a draw.
I get it.
It would not be criminal.
It would not be 100%
I'll be honest
not
with you.
criminal.
I would like to see a draw. I like
Right,
both
I hate
of
to
these
admit
guys.
it. I agree.
Yeah, I like both of these guys. I like both of their teams. You know, you try not to be biased, but this really has the makings of a draw. But obviously, both these guys, they want a victory, a clear-cut victory, more than anything.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about one more time for Rico DePaolis and Anthony Hines. After 6 exciting rounds, we have a split decision. Judge Martha Tremblay sees the bout 58-56. She has it for Hines. Judge Martha Morelli sees it 59-56 for DePaolis. Well, Judge Joe P sees it 59-56 for your winner by split decision in the blue corner.
I think that's right. I think that.
So there we
I just
go.
think
Rico
that's right.
DePaolis, your winner by split decision.
Split decision. I think
In
that's
a fight
right.
where essentially, Todd, he really did come in as the underdog. I mean, he gave up 10 professional fights in experience, and he comes out here, fought like a complete warrior, and pulled out the split decision victory versus Anthony Hines.
By the
Biggest
way,
win of his professional career.
I've never seen Mark Nolan so animated with the announcement of a win.
I mean, we're talking about a 4-3 fighter. Just got a win on BoxRec versus a fighter with 14 professional wins. A winning record. He has a 14-3 fighter on his record now as a win. This is a huge victory for Rico DePaolis. Huge
victory.
This
for
is
Rico.
a much bigger victory for Rico
This
than
is
it would have been for Hines.
This is a new birth for Rico DePaolis. Rico fought like a new man.
Yep.
Still carried over himself, but just there was something different about him tonight.
Yeah, I mean, if Hines wins this fight, it's a good little win for Hines.
Yeah.
On to the next one.
Yeah.
But for Rico to beat a guy with 14 wins, this is a big deal. Like I said, personally, I could have seen the draw. I would have liked to see the draw. I think both guys fought valiantly, but I cannot be mad at this decision. I did have Rico slightly edging this fight, so the split decision, you know, it does make sense.
Split decision is a great. If there's going to be a decision, split decision 100%.
Most definitely.
Hard-fought victory. What are your thoughts? Hell of a fight. Hey, big props to Anthony Hines. Fucking animal. Absolute warrior. Took everything I had, walked right through it. Gave everything back. This is what it's all about in Boston right now. It's good fights with great fighters and fantastic venues like this one. is everything that you paid for right there. You came into the ring tonight with a heavy heart, with some deaths in the family over the last couple of months. And your father was still, how much did that weigh on your mind tonight? Yeah, man, I had arguably the worst training camp in my personal life that you could think of. I was unemployed for 2-3 months, no income. I had 3 kids at home. My father, whose birthday it is today, had a sudden stroke. One of the most fit guys I know, one of the toughest guys I know, had a stroke. Put a huge wrench in our family. We lost our grandmother, my wife's grandmother, who was a cornerstone of our family. All of this happened within 3 weeks, and then I lost an uncle last week. It's a fucking crazy camp, but it just goes to show you if you got one of these, some fortitude between your ears, and you got a great support system like my beautiful wife and my children. Shout out to my dad who's here on his birthday, a month after the stroke. My sister who's here, she's gonna fucking give birth any second now. That's what it's like to have a great support system. Everybody who came out and cheered me on, everybody who cheered on Anthony and made this fight great. I love you guys, I appreciate you. What I will say is, you may see me again, but you won't see me for a very long time. I need to spend some time with my family and focus on my family first, which I know everybody can appreciate. The very last thing I'll say, sorry, right, John, you're better speaking than I am, is I said this at the press conference. Everybody in New England boxing, this is a surprise that Nolan Brothers Boxing is doing this in less than a year. It's the least surprising thing I've ever experienced. These two guys, when they put their mind to something, they're invincible. We have the receipts to prove it. We win every title as an amateur. We're 5-0 tonight, and we put on the best fights with the best fighters at the best venue. Shout out to my man KP, my third Nolan brother. I love you guys. I'll see you again, but not anytime soon. No, every time. The best.
So,
Wow.
so Rico will be taking some time, well-deserved time
Rico
off.
DePaolis is just as good on the mic as he is as he is in the ring. Also a great commentator himself. I've
Rico's
heard
a great, I shared a booth with Rico. He's fantastic at this.
Yeah, Rico has a great personality,
Yeah.
great personality for the sport. I can appreciate it as a father of 4 myself. He's a father of 2. He's a husband. He's a father. He's a working class guy. He's a tough as nails fighter. And like he said, if you have it between the ears and you have the mental fortitude, there's nothing that you really can't do. This guy had everything thrown at him, familial issues, personal issues, and he persevered. He fought strong. He fought hard. He fought his way through it. Absolutely unbelievable performance from Rico DePaolis. Beat a fighter with 14 wins tonight. Credit to him and congratulations
Unbelievable.
to him and his family. Well-deserved rest.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable stuff.